Everybody's got the demons. Even one. I'm the one.
Hi, I'm Angie and welcome to the video of mine. Yeah, I just shifted this way because the lighting, I was not feeling it. I'm not sure if I'm feeling this lighting. I just don't want to go downstairs and get my lights out, so that's natural. Anyway, so this week's video is going to be for foreign exchange students. I know at my school we have a lot of foreign exchange students, and we made friends with one of them. She's from Germany. She's pretty cool. But I wanted to tell the foreign exchange students something because I had this like encounter with one for a semester at school, and it was really, I was struggle busing trying to talk to her. So I thought I'd just let you know and tell you. Anyways, so I'm in Spanish 4, which is the 4th level of Spanish. And by now the teachers and people think you're pretty fluent at Spanish, but if you're someone like me, you're not. I don't really know why I chose to take Spanish 4 because I've always hated Spanish class, but I decided to take it. That's probably the biggest regret I've ever taken in my entire life. In Spanish, we have to only speak Spanish. And when I can barely speak Spanish, I can speak basic Spanish. But if you try to like add in the fancy grammar stuff, I can't do that. And so last semester, but not this semester, I don't know where she went, we had a foreign exchange student in our class from Mexico. Now she was super nice and chill and stuff, but she's in Spanish class. She's not gonna speak English, she's only gonna speak Spanish. And Spanish is her fluent language. And she's like, no mercy, I'm going to talk as fast as I can and you will understand it. Now that's cool and all for my teacher who can like understand it and like be one of 3,000 kids who are fluent Spanish speakers in my class. But for me, it was really awful. Now for the first quarter, I didn't have to sit next to her. I sat next to some kid who equally struggle bussed with me, but probably a little less struggle bussed. But then the teacher's like,
you're getting new seats.
And I was like, dang it. I liked my seat. Me and this kid formed a bond. Now that bond is broken. And I sat in the front next to someone, and then the foreign exchange student and the fluent Spanish speaker in my class sat right behind me. Now, when the girl who sat next to me didn't show up, which was quite a lot actually, I would have to flip around and work with the fluent Spanish speakers. Now, the Mexican exchange student showed no mercy towards me. No English. The teacher even asked her if she wanted to speak English and she said no. Then the teacher was like, no, speak English, and she's like, no. And I was like, oh dang. Oh dang. And so she would try to ask me questions, but I just blankly stare at her because I had no idea what she was saying. Ever. And when I had to work with the exchange student and the fluent Spanish speaker behind me, they would judge me hardcore for not being able to speak Spanish and being in Spanish 4. And we'd have to talk and like do examples, so I would have to be like, over Navidad, descanso, yo, pasa tiempo, mis amigas. I didn't know how to say over. I still don't know how to say over, so she would just look at me and start asking me a question in fluent Spanish really fast. And she had like a thick accent. I would just be like, so she would ask me something and the person next to me would be like,
Spanish words you just said.
And I would blankly stare and be like, so does that mean like the Christmas tree or? And they'd be like, see, something in Spanish. And I'd be like, oh gosh, make it end, please. And with my life experience, I decided to make this video to share to all the foreign exchange students who are in a like foreign language class for their language. Please be easy on the kids in the class. And if they don't understand something, please say it in English or whatever country you are in. Please, I beg you. There are people like me who have no idea how to speak Spanish and are in a high-level Spanish class. Biggest regret of my life. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked my story, really. If you want to subscribe, it's free. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because I have 6 subscribers and I want more. So that's why you should subscribe. I make new videos every Friday, so I'll see you next Friday with a brand new video. Bye! Or in Spanish, adios! Because I made it for. No, stop.